It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more.
It's the Texans and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Houston. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of a season, and the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Shotgun now for Stroud. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Throwing this back in the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. That pass caught by Tank Dell. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mixon on the toss. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by the fifth-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's more than happy to get the win last week, but there's still something probably nagging at him. He only needed one more good completion to have one of those really rare 500-yard games in the NFL. I'm sure it'll be tough for him to match that performance this week, or maybe any week, but it has him coming in hot, confident, and believing in what he can do.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third down, 1 yard to go. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Getting out to him, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Texans football. New set of downs for him at the 38. Stroud throwing here on first. Escapes the punt. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 31-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Cut by Diggs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Christian Harris on the stop. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. They send Hill right. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he's kept up the pace all season long, to the point, look, he's in the top 5 across the NFL in passing. First down, Stroud. He finds Diggs right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They motion the slot man right. On play action, here's Stroud. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And with precious little time remaining in our season, he's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Tua now from the gun. Into the hands of OBJ. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now Tua to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Diggs deep to return it. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They send Hill right. 2nd down carry for Achane. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jeff Okudah. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A-Chan, a 1st down carry. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That stop coming from Henry To'o. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Switching it up here, Tagovailoa to throw. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. They get 27 on the play, and it'll be 1st down, Miami.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tua off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding, offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third and long for him here. Taking a deep shot here. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense.
Holding, offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he is on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Texans are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw, Stroud. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. He finds OBJ. This is ahead for about 5. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He throws a bullet to the set. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 49-yard
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
and 5.
Throwing is Stroud. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
For Tank Dell.
Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. 1st down, here's Tua. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Here's a chain up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Completes this one to Hill. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Christian Harris on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Christian Harris on the stop. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. complete out to the right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. Stephon Diggs deep to return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 36. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
4th and 3, drive on the line. Running for it, Mixon. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. He's got Smith. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, that's a successful play on 2 fronts. Number 1, you get the 1st down. Number 2, keep that defense guessing as to who is just going to get the carries.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. That's caught. Devon Achane. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Achane running to the right. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That stop coming from Henry To'o. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Stroud completes beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Dolphins football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Able to find Achane. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 43. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. We'll have them gain about a handful there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying a lead at the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. will start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. Trevor Lawrence, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Joshua Dobbs leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that.
There he goes on the right side. Tyreek Hill. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
Texans 3.
Sanders all set to send it away. Dell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out now come the Texans on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First down, Stroud. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
He'll get this one to Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Texans set to punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Tagovailoa on first down. Rolling left behind some time. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Another try following the sack. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Searches from, and he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 1st and 10 from the 41. On play action, here's Stroud. Headed out right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 48-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
For the Texans.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one is out of bounds, no return on the kick. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. That's Hill on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here's A-Chain running right. Escapes a defender. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now Tagovailoa to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and long.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. Stroud throwing here on first. Pass complete to Mechie. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Broken up by a big guy at the line. And it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Stroud off the play fake. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Stroud now on 3rd. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
A 22-yard attempt.
Everly's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Barrios now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
2nd and 3 now.
And 3 at the 33-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. Has a man, it's Achane. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll stick with Achane. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Complete to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Got his target. It's Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's Tua again. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. Here's Tagovailoa again. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Has it in close. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This is the end of the third quarter. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Sanders all set to send it away. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll bring out the punter here. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. First down, here's Tua. This one finds Barrios. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the Texans' 38-yard line.
From the 38. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Diggs there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
finding Collins. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
On the carry, here's Damian Pierce. And they bring him down around the 34. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Returnable from the 2. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Tagovailoa back to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 45 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st down, Stroud. Caught by Diggs. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
At the 49-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one gains 7. And it sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 30.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the
Neutral
defense.
zone infraction. Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that sets up 2nd and 5.
5 yards to go.
Pierce up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throw left side, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's Stroud now. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Looking to throw it. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Able to find Achane. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Here's Tagovailoa again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He takes it himself. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. 2nd and 1. Complete to Dell. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. From the gun, Stroud. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Dolphins, your winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.